Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Catherine Westbrooks, and in today's video we're talking about my opinion on why your Outschool application is getting denied and my tips for your application getting accepted. Now this is all based on my opinion. I am not a part of Outschool's hiring staff, so I don't know any of this information for sure. I'm just sharing what I've learned from helping my referrals through this process and reviewing their applications and their intro videos and sharing my opinion on what I think could help you get hired. If you're new to my channel, I do release Outschool videos every week, and I'm hoping to help spread the word about Outschool and help answer any questions that you have about Outschool. So make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any future videos about Outschool. All right, so the real reason why you're here is why is my application getting denied? And again, this is all my opinion, but here we go. Number one is that your intro video is either too long, it is not professional looking, or you do not highlight what you're going to bring to the Outschool table. And let me go into some more detail on this. So about the video length, Outschool does recommend that your video is between 30 to 90 seconds in length. And at least from the videos that I've reviewed, the ones that go over that tend to be denied. Now, that's not saying that if you submit a video that's over the limit that it will not be accepted. I'm just saying that I think it's in your best interest if you stick to that limit. That way you increase your chances of them watching the entire video and getting a feel for what you're going to bring to Outschool. The second reason that your application could be getting denied is that the written part of your application is either too long, it is not easy to read, or there are spelling and grammar errors. You want to make sure that the written part of your application is concise and well written, that you use bullet points or numbers to help to divide your application, and that you use correct spacing to make sure that whenever the person that is reviewing your application opens it up, that they're not overwhelmed with words, okay? So you want to make it where it is really easy to read and that it's spaced out well. And this should go without saying, but I will say it anyway. Make sure that your application does not have any spelling or grammar errors. Read through it thoroughly and even triple check, and then have someone else read over it for you as well. Make sure that it does not have any spelling or grammar errors and that it reads well and doesn't have anything weird that doesn't sound right. And the third reason that I feel like your application could be getting denied, and again, this is just my opinion, is that it really just depends on who's reviewing your application. I've reviewed some applications and some intro videos for my referrals that have sent them to me to look over, and I really can't see any reason why they're not getting accepted. They are well written and their intro videos are very professional looking, and so I can't figure out why they're not getting accepted. Some of my referrals have applied for a second time and then been accepted on that second try, and I've also seen in the Outschool Facebook groups that people have applied for, a second or even third time and then been accepted on the second or third time, and then now they're teachers on Outschool and are doing really well. So don't get discouraged if your application gets denied at first. There's still hope and you can always reapply. So now we're going to go into my recommendations and my tips for your application getting accepted to Outschool. My first tip is that you watch my video that I have linked down below on my application tips for Outschool. I go into a lot of detail on your intro video and on the written part of your application that I feel like are really helpful. If you've already seen it, thank you so much for watching, and if you have not, it is linked down below, so be sure to check that out. My second tip is that you find a current Outschool teacher to be your referring teacher. Every Outschool teacher does have a custom referral link, and if you use that to sign up, then they are listed as your referring teacher. All that means is that whenever you make your first $100 on Outschool, then your referring teacher gets a $200 bonus from Outschool for helping you be successful. Because of this $200 bonus, Outschool referring teachers have a very strong incentive to really help you get started and help you be successful because they don't get a bonus until you get your first $100. Anyway, so find a referring teacher and use their link to sign up, and then reach out to them and have them look over your application, so like the whole written part, and send them your intro video that you're planning to apply with and have them give you honest feedback. I've done this for several of my referrals, and I give harsh and honest feedback, and that's really helpful because I'd rather hear it from me than your application get denied from Outschool. I would be happy to be your referring teacher if you don't already have one and look over your application and your intro video and help you out. Or there are a ton of other Outschool teachers as well that I'm sure would love to help you. Make sure that you do find a referring teacher that will invest the time to help you get hired and answer any questions that you have. So I recommend that before you do use the referral link that you send them an email and ask them, how do they support their referrals? How are they going to support you in your Outschool process and help you be successful in Outschool? Even if you've already applied once and gotten denied, or if you're just now applying and you did not use anyone's link, you can still add them as a referring teacher. If you email support@outschool.com and you CC that teacher, then you can say, so-and-so did refer me to Outschool, And can you please add me to the referral tracking system? And they should be able to do that for you. And my third and final tip is to make sure that you highlight what you're going to bring to Outschool. It's best to highlight what subject, content area, or passions you have that you want to teach on Outschool. But if you're not sure, then I would highlight and tell Outschool what kind of class environment do you strive to have? How do you want your students to feel in your classroom? What is your philosophy on teaching? Okay, these are the things that Outschool wants to hear about. In my intro video, I was not sure what I wanted to teach at that time, so I kept mine very broad and very general and just talked about how I want students to feel in my classroom and what I strive to kind of create in my classes. My intro video is not the best by any means, and so that's why I've been reluctant to share it with you guys, because I don't want to give you a false idea of what can get you hired with Outschool, because I'm not entirely sure if I applied today with that same application video that I would be accepted. I applied at the very beginning of April before this huge influx of applicants came to Outschool, and so I'm not sure if it'd be accepted or not today, but regardless, I will share it. It is linked down below. Just know that it is a starting point for you and something to go off of, and I don't necessarily think that you should do the same thing, because I definitely would recommend that you highlight your experience, highlight what you're going to bring to Outschool, highlight your passions and what you want to teach if you do have an idea, or at least talk about what you want your classroom environment to be and how you want students to feel in your class. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. I hope it was helpful and gave you some clarity on the application process and on what you can do to give your application the best chances of being accepted. If it was helpful for you, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss any future Outschool videos. If you would like some help through this Outschool process, I do have my referral link down below, but please email me if you do use that, because Outschool does not give me your email address. And even if you're not my referral, if you have questions, please reach out. My email is down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!